Andy Cohen addresses rumor of Lisa Vanderpump's possible return to RHOBH. Lisa Vanderpump quit The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in Season 9, but there are rumors about her possible return every year. Those claims re-emerged recently, and Bravo boss Andy Cohen addressed them on his radio show. Lisa has been booked and busy since she departed the franchise, finding success on Vanderpump Rules. The show is getting a reboot, but Lisa will still be a cast member and executive producer of the revamped reality series. It is her restaurant after all. Meanwhile, RHOBH has continued without the 64-year-old after she burned bridges with all of her former castmates. The show is now in its 14th season, and fans of the franchise have continued to ask about her return. However, is there any truth to the recent rumblings? Andy Cohen dismisses claim about Lisa Vanderpump's RHOBH return. Andy addressed the latest RHOBH rumor on SiriusXM's Radio Andy. It was repeated all over the place that I'm trying to get Lisa Vanderpump back on the Housewives of Beverly Hills, said the dad of two. Now let me restate my abject love for Lisa Vanderpump, but I don't know where the rumor came from and I don't see her coming back to that show, he confessed. Andy reasoned that Lisa doesn't have a close relationship with anyone on RHOBH after her major fallout with former best friend Kyle Richards. The Puppygate saga also spelled the end of her friendship with Dorit Kemsley. I guess she's kind of friends with Garcelle, noted Andy, adding that as for the other women, I don't even think she has any desire or they have any desire to interact. Friendships are falling apart on RHOBH. If Lisa is tuned into Season 14 of RHOBH, she might be smirking at the current turn of events. Kyle and Dorit bonded after Lisa exited the show and formed the Fox Force 5 with Lisa Rinna, Erica Jane, and Teddy Mellencamp. However, Season 13 marked their downfall when Kathy Hilton joined the show and ended up in a heated feud with Lisa. The former soap star eventually bid goodbye to the franchise, not on the best terms with Kyle. Lisa and Kathy's drama also caused tensions between Kyle and Dorit, when the Beverly Beach star chimed in and defended Kathy at the Season 13 reunion. That has now turned into a full-fledged feud between the duo. The once close friends have been attempting to hash out their issues since Season 14 premiered, but we're now 8 episodes in, and things are still tumultuous between them. We're keeping our fingers crossed that by the Season 14 reunion, these two can mend fences and move on, but we're not holding our breath. For years, fans of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills have longed for the return of the one and only Lisa Vanderpump. From her signature wit and charm to her impeccable taste in pink-hued fashion, Lisa was once the undisputed queen of RHOBH. However, after a tumultuous exit following the infamous Puppygate scandal in Season 9, Vanderpump swore she was done with the show. But as the saying goes, never say never in Beverly Hills. Lately, the rumor mill has been working overtime, buzzing with speculation that Vanderpump could make a grand return to the franchise that made her a household name. And now, none other than Bravo's maestro himself, Andy Cohen, has weighed in on the whispers, sending Housewives fans into a frenzy. Andy breaks his silence. While promoting his latest projects on Watch What Happens Live, Cohen found himself cornered by the ever-curious Bravo audience, who demanded to know whether Vanderpump would reclaim her diamond. As always, Cohen played coy at first, flashing that signature mischievous grin. But as pressure mounted, he finally addressed the elephant in the room. I see everything that's out there, Andy teased. And I know the fans are always hoping for something big. Look, I love Lisa. Always have, always will. His non-committal yet suggestive response only fueled more speculation. Was he hinting at an actual negotiation happening behind the scenes? Or was this just another case of Bravo's master puppeteer keeping fans on their toes? Lisa's past with RHOBH. To understand why a possible Vanderpump return is such a big deal, one must revisit her rocky departure. Season 9 saw LVP at odds with nearly every single cast member, particularly Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley. The Puppygate scandal, which involved accusations that Vanderpump leaked a story about Dorit's adopted dog ending up in a shelter, became the catalyst for an all-out war. Feeling betrayed and villainized, Lisa walked away from the show mid-season and skipped the reunion, a rare move for a housewife. Since then, she's focused on her empire, including Vanderpump Rules, her restaurant business, and philanthropic efforts. Yet, her name is still synonymous with RHOBH, and fans have never stopped asking for her comeback. What would it take for Lisa to return? Vanderpump has been vocal in the past about what it would take for her to even consider returning. In various interviews, she's hinted that she wouldn't come back unless certain cast members, Kyle Richards, were no longer part of the equation. However, with the recent shakeups in RHOBH's cast, including the departures of Lisa Rinna and Diana Jenkins, the landscape of the show has changed dramatically. Could that be enough to lure Vanderpump back into the fold? I'd never say never, Vanderpump has coyly admitted in the past. But there would have to be some serious changes. Fan reaction, hope, or hype. Social media has been on fire with reactions to the possibility of a Vanderpump resurgence. Some fans are ecstatic, envisioning the dramatic yet elegant return of their beloved Queen. Others remain skeptical, unsure if Lisa would risk putting herself back in the lion's den. If Lisa Vanderpump comes back, I'm actually going to start watching again. The show hasn't been the same without her. One fan tweeted, "LVP returning to RHOBH would be iconic, but only if she gets an apology from Kyle and co." Another chimed in. However, not everyone is convinced. Some viewers believe RHOBH has moved on, evolving into something entirely different from the Vanderpump era. "She left for a reason," a skeptic commented on Instagram. "Why go back to the toxicity? She's thriving on her own." The Bravo strategy. A Vanderpump comeback arc. Bravo is known for keeping its audience on edge with major casting surprises. They successfully pulled off an epic return with RHONY's Bethany Frankel and RHOC's Tamra Judge, proving that a comeback can work if done right. Insiders claim that Bravo execs have indeed floated the idea of a Vanderpump return, especially with the current cast dynamics in flux. With Rinna gone and tension brewing between Kyle and other cast members, the door for a high-profile return seems to be open wider than ever. Would Vanderpump swoop in to reclaim her throne? Would she mend fences with Kyle and Dorit, or would old feuds reignite with a vengeance? Bravo's producers must be salivating at the thought of the drama that could unfold. The bottom line, will it happen? For now, Andy Cohen remains tight-lipped on any official casting announcements, leaving fans to dissect every cryptic response and social media interaction. Vanderpump, too, has kept her cards close to her chest, neither confirming nor denying the speculation. What is certain, however, is that Lisa Vanderpump's name still holds RHOBH royalty status, and her return would be one of the most talked-about moments in Housewives history. Whether it's just wishful thinking or the beginning of a comeback arc remains to be seen. One thing is for sure, Bravo loves a good plot twist, and if Vanderpump's return does happen, it's going to be nothing short of diamonds and drama.